When we say that Java is platform independent, what do we mean by this Java? Is it the Java program file having .java extension? Let us understand. So before me, I have two blocks representing two different computers having different architecture. And I have loaded these two computers with two different operating system. So let us assume that this computer is having Windows operating system and this computer is having Linux operating system. So these two blocks are representing entirely two different computing environment and different computing architecture. Now I have a Java program file. So this is a file containing some Java program written in Java code. So to run this program file over these two computing environment, I need two pieces of software. So first of all, I need a Java virtual machine. So this is the block representing the Java virtual machine for this computing environment, and this is the software representing the Java virtual machine for this computing environment. And again, I need another piece of software known as compiler for the Java program. So this is the block for this computing environment's Java compiler, and this block is representing the Java compiler for this particular computing environment. So over this, when I will pass this Java program first to this compiler and next to this compiler, what the compilers will do is it will convert the high level Java program into some intermediate level of code known as bytecode. So if I assume that this is the coin representing the bytecode file for Java, so I will put it here, and for this computing environment again I have this bytecode file, and this is how the bytecode files will be placed. And you can see the bytecode files are being represented by identical coin. That means for a single Java program, the bytecode files which will be produced in different computing environments are same. Now next, the JVM will read these bytecode files and it will produce, the JVMs will produce machine code. Now this is the coin representing the machine code for this computer, and this JVM will produce machine code specific to this computer, and that code is being represented by this coin. Now what we can see is machine codes are different in two different computing environment, and that is obvious because this machine code is for this particular machine, and this machine code is understandable by this particular machine. Now in this stack, if we see at the top we have the high level Java program, at the middle we have the intermediate bytecode file, and at the lowest level we have the machine code for the Java program that we passed. Now here what we can see is if we remove these compilers and if we try to exchange the place of these two bytecode files, will they work? Of course they will work, because these two files contains the same bytecode for a same Java program. Since bytecode files are same for a particular Java program in different computing environments, so we can port these files anywhere over any JVM under any computing platform. Thus, these bytecode files are machine independent. Now next, let us examine what about this Java program written in high-level Java code. So is it machine independent? Of course it is machine independent, because I passed it over this compiler, everywhere it will work. And this is true for any program file, any kind of program file. This is not for Java only. If you consider C program, one C program, if you want to execute it over any computing environment, it will work. So all program files written in any programming language, so they are always machine and environment independent, be it a C program file, be it a Java program file, or any other program file. Program files are machine and platform independent. And here again, if we consider the machine codes, they are always platform dependent, be it Java, be it C, be it .NET environment, whatever it is. The machine codes are always produced for a particular category of machine. So these machine code will only work under these kind of computers, and these machine code will only work under this category of computer. So machine codes are always machine dependent, and program files are always platform and machine independent. But the special thing in Java is Java produces a special intermediate level code, which is known as bytecode, represented by these files, and these files are machine and platform independent, and they can work over any JVM platform built for Java environment. And so bytecode files are always platform independent. Now a Java application is collection of multiple such bytecode files. Hence, when we say that Java is platform independent, we actually mean that Java application is platform independent.